taxable income. If the income before depreciation and before tax is 3 million pesos, the taxable income is computed as the income before depreciation and tax 3 million. Tax depreciation based on cost 4 million over 10 is less 400,000. So the taxable income is 2,600,000. And tax expense 30% times 2,600,000 is equals to 780,000. Journal entry to record the current tax expense. Income tax expense debit 780,000 while credit income tax payable 780,000. Computation of deferred tax liability. On December 31, 2020, the taxable temporary difference as a result of the revaluation is computed as equipment at cost is 6,750,000. Accumulated depreciation. January 1, 2020 is 2,250,000. Depreciation on revalued amount for 2020 is 450,000 less 2,700,000. So the carrying amount for December 31, 2020 is 4,050,000. Carrying amount for 4,050,000. Tax base 3,600,000. Taxable temporary difference is 450,000. Deferred tax liability on December 31, 2020, 30% 50,000 is 135,000. Deferred tax liability on January 1, 2020 is 150,000. So the decrease is deferred tax liability 15,000. Journal entry to record the decrease in deferred tax liability. Debit deferred tax liability 15,000 while the income tax expense is credit 15,000. Income statement presentation for 2020. Income before depreciation and tax 3 million pesos less depreciation on revalued amount 450,000. So the income before tax is 2,550,000. Income tax expense. Current tax expense 780,000. Decrease in deferred tax liability less 50,000, so the total 765,000. So morning net income is 1,785,000 plus revaluation surplus realization 35,000. So the total effect on retained earnings is 1,820,000. The total income tax expense is equal to the accounting income of 2,550,000 pesos multiplied by 30% or 765,000 pesos. Disclosures. The disclosure requirements for income tax are quite extensive. However, the key elements are 1. Components of the total income tax expense. For example, current tax expense, deferred tax expense, and deferred tax benefit. 2. An explanation of the relationship between total income tax expense and accounting profit. This essentially discloses the accounting profit subject to tax, which is the accounting profit after considering permanent differences. 3. The applicable tax rate, the basis on which the tax rate has been applied, and the explanation for any change in the applicable tax rate. The aggregate amount of current and deferred tax relating to items recognized directly in equity. The aggregate amount of temporary differences associated with investments in subsidiary, associate, and joint venture for which no deferred tax liability has been recognized. And last, analysis of the beginning and ending balance of deferred tax asset and deferred tax liability.